Hello everyone, how are you? This is a live session with me. I'm a semi-permanent makeup artist, and in this session you can ask me anything related to microblading, eyelash extensions, lash lift, and lip tint, any procedure that you may have questions against, any myths that you have heard, anything you want to clarify. So I'm here. Go on, ask me anything that you want. I'll be live for 15 minutes. Hello everyone who's joining in. Good to see you all. If you have any questions. So difference between eyebrow lamination and microblading. So good question, very good question. So microblading and brow lamination is completely different from each other. They have different results. I'm going to keep my phone a little away. Okay, so I hope you all can see me. So microblading is more of a semi-permanent procedure, which is minimally invasive, and we create hair-like strokes and we build up your eyebrows according to your face structure, and the results can last up to 2 years. Whereas brow lamination is the latest trend in eyebrows, where we lift your eyebrow hair through topical creams, and it stays in that direction for 6 to 8 weeks. And lamination result from microblading is quite different. So somebody is asking me, where have you learned from? I did my courses from Dubai, and there were different academies. So I'm certified from there. Let me see if there are more questions. Please tell me anything about masks. Which mask? Do you mean the hydrogelly masks? Hydrogelly mask we use from Estamax. So what it does is it gives all the nutrients to your skin when we do the facial. Even the mask is full of lactic acids and peptides and collagen and firming agents. So all of that is absorbed into your skin when we apply the mask, and when we combine it with LED light therapy, it gives an amazing result. So somebody is asking about lip discoloration. So basically what lip discoloration is. First, let's talk about what lip discoloration is. It's actually the melanin that is present in our bodies, and at a certain point in life, that melanin shows through our lip skin, which in turn makes our lips darker. Unfortunately, the South Asian region, which includes India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, all of these countries, we have a lot of melanin in our body, and due to poor lifestyle, if we do not exercise enough, if we don't eat the good stuff, which is eating healthy greens and healthy stuff, at a certain point in life, the melanin sort of comes to the surface. So what we do in lip discoloration correction treatment is that we suppress the melanin. We don't remove it. We cannot remove it because it's something naturally being produced by the body. So using some pigments, color correcting pigments, what we do is we suppress the pigment, and the melanin is suppressed, and the color takes a cover over your lips, and which in turn makes them look lighter. And there can be a number of sittings for lip discoloration, which can be which depends on the intensity of discoloration. Some people only need 1 sitting, some need 2, some need 3. The maximum that we have done so far are 5. There's too many questions now. So somebody is asking, where about in Karachi are you based? We are in phase 8 in DHA. It's on the parallel road to Creek Club. It's very easy to spot. You can message us and we can drop you a location pin. So what do we do for dark circles? For dark circles, we are bringing in a treatment through microneedling and using specialized serums. So we hope to reverse the dark circles for sure. There are so many other things that we find on internet. What about BB Meso? We are not currently doing that, but we are definitely going to start BB Glow, which is done through the microneedling derma pen, and we will definitely introduce this within the month of May, most likely. Okay, so now we have another question from Rabia. My mother got bald patches. Can this get covering through scalp pigmentation? But it really depends how bad the situation is. So you need to come in for a consultation, which is free of charge. You need to bring in your mother and we can see what we can do to help her. And brow tint. So brow tint is like an eyebrow dye, and it stays for 2 weeks. It's something that that is suitable for, you know, if you have an event and you need your eyebrows to be on fleek and your eyebrows need to be perfect. That is one of the best selling procedures at Brow Bar, the brow tint, mapping, threading, and brow tint. So what else is there? Really want to get the brow tinting done. Just want to confirm, is it like tattoo? Hi Sarah, no, it's not like tattoo. Brow tint is a semi-permanent procedure that we do. It is not invasive at all. We apply eyebrow hair color dye to your eyebrows to make them look darker. The hair absorbs the color of the dye and it stays for 2 weeks, and it's not at all like a tattoo. It's not even close to a tattoo. Tattoo is, as you guys know, it's completely different. It's invasive and they use chemical-based pigments. Do you do henna tinting? Hi Elisa, I hope I'm saying your name right. Yeah, Elisa Sheikh. So henna tinting on the eyebrow is the same as brow tint. So yes, we do that. Then there is somebody, smoking causes dark lips. What's the treatment for that? Hi. So the treatment again will be the discoloration correction treatment for the lips, and we can treat those. So smoking is also a part of it, but we cannot really say that it is because of smoking that lips go dark. No, that's not true. There are a lot of other factors like lack of exercise, lack of water, lack of healthy food, no greens in your diet. Yeah, so all of these factors, and where you live, what is the condition, what is the environment like. So there's lots of things that are the affecting a major what do you say, like factors, sorry. The factors that can cause your lips to turn dark. I hope I'm answering all of your questions. So somebody again is asking, brow tinting is like a tattoo. No, I just answered that. It's not like a tattoo. It's just coloring your eyebrows, and it stays for 2 weeks on your eyebrow hair only. Tell me about acne skin. Lareb, hi Lareb. You need to be very specific about what you're asking. Acne skin, you know, it's breakout, it's pimples. So if you have a specific question, or you need to know a specific treatment that we can do, so I can guide you. Okay, just please ask me a very specific question for your concern. BB Meso, no, we are going to start BB Glow micro needling, and Meso not at the moment. Okay, then what else? Yes, Sarah, that the brow tinting stays for 2 weeks on the hair only, because when we wash our face, we wash it daily, we take a shower, so all of those factors do affect the color, and then it can be removed. And it's non-invasive, and it doesn't cause any damage to your eyebrow hair. But however, having said that, if somebody has white hair in their eyebrows, it only stays for 5 to 6 days on the white hair, because it's really tough to get the color on a white hair. So the brow tint on normal hair color, when you have like normal eyebrow, like dark eyebrows, stays for 2 weeks. But if you have some sort of white hair in your eyebrows, then it's not going to stay for that long on the white hair. Let me see. No problem, Rabia, you can ask me more questions. So there is another question, very good question. Is microblading like tattooing? Okay, so microblading stems from the family of tattoos, And there have been many adventurous women, I have treated them too, who have gotten their eyebrows tattooed, like back in the day. We're talking about 20 years, 30 years, maybe 15 years ago, when microblading was not yet introduced. So what happens in tattoo, the main difference between microblading and tattooing is the pigments that we use. So microblading is an enhanced version of tattooing. And the pigments that are supposed to be used in microblading need to be completely organic. And what I mean by organic is that when it gradually fades off, as in the microblading strokes, at one point they'll fade off. So they will not leave any residue behind. And when tattoos get old, they turn blue or green or any other color under the sun, whatever it may be, whatever ingredients are there to process that ink. So this is the major difference between microblading and tattooing. There's a difference of inks, there's a difference of pigments, color pigments. So the right artist will, or an ethical artist will only use pigments that do not have chemical ingredients or magnetic ingredients in it. So this is what makes a difference between microblading and tattooing. And a lot of people also confuse microblading and tattooing and think that it is haram. It is not. Microblading, see, it stays for a certain period of time. And even when we apply henna to our hands or your eyebrows or your hair, so even that stays for some time, right? And just treat it like mehndi or henna, that this procedure is going to fade off. Your body is gradually going to discrete it out. So nothing will stay behind. In that term, this is how microblading is different than tattooing. Good question, Rabia. So what have you done on your face? Have you tried any of these services? From my services, I haven't tried anything on myself. I have eyebrows, which a lot of people say they are good eyebrows. So I haven't done anything. I just fill them up from the arches. And there's a certain pressure that a microblading artist needs to apply to a client. So just like a surgeon cannot perform surgery on themselves, a microblading artist or a lip artist cannot perform these things on themselves. Another fellow artist can, most definitely, but due to the pressure and certain angle of the hand, I cannot do it on myself, but I would love to do it on my lips. However, on YouTube I have seen people doing it on themselves, but I don't know what the results are like, because I really don't know how they manage to keep the pressure and the angle of their hand, which is like rule number one. When we start microblading, there has to be a certain pressure in it at a certain angle that I have to make my strokes. Perfect, thank you. See you soon. So sure, Sarah, I'll see you soon. Thanks a lot for answering my questions. No problem at all, Elisa. If you have anything else, I'm more than happy to answer them too. I'm just checking for any knowledge on milia. No, sorry, I don't have any knowledge on that. But if you can tell me, is it a skin condition or is it an underlying medical condition, maybe I'll be able to help you out. I've gotten these pearl-like milia spreading on my face. Any treatments for that? Unfortunately, I'm not an expert on skin, so I have no clue. Rather than saying, oh yes, I know this and I know that, when I don't know anything about it, I'll just say it. So I'm not a skin expert. I'm an expert on microblading and semi-permanent procedures. Okay, so we have a question from Sana. Hey, can you tell me about microblading and how long does it last? Sana, so microblading is a procedure in which we make hair-like strokes using specialized pigments and needles, and it does not hurt at all. Some people have also gone to sleep while I'm doing their eyebrows. And your next question is, how long does it last? So it can last up to 2 years depending on your skin type. There are 3 skin types: oily, combination, and dry. So the dry skin is the best actually for people with dry skin. Their microblading can stay up to 2 years. And then on combination skin, where the T-zone is sort of oily, but there is a season when it's not oily like that. So it stays for 1.5 years, and on oily skin it can last up to 1 year. And also depending on your lifestyle, we do not recommend that a client who's done microblading to go for some invasive kind of laser or facials where you are removing the first layer of the skin, because in microblading the strokes that we create, they go in the second layer of skin, so it is concealed by the first layer, which means even when you go for your threading, there can be nobody can change the shape of your eyebrows because it is underneath your skin. It's not on the top layer, it's underneath. And when we do facials for exfoliation or removing the dead layer, the dead skin, yes, then you can see that the second layer becomes the first layer because you've removed the first layer. And this is how your pigments will then remove faster, and they'll gradually fade off faster than the normal time. If you have any other questions, Sana, you can ask me. Okay, there's a question from Ujala, lip tint. So she's asking for how long does a lip tint stay. Again, depending on your lifestyle, it can stay up to 2 years. But if you are not maintaining it properly, when I say maintaining it, if your lifestyle includes anything which is alcohol based or which is drugs, I was a little uncomfortable saying this word, I don't know why, anyhow. So this, and sometimes people pick on their lips, so even that can be a factor which cannot make it last longer, but generally it stays for 2 years. Let's look for more questions. Is the tint in lip coloration natural? Yes, we have a question from Gulnaraj Jamal. So yes, it's organic. The pigments are organic. There are no harmful chemicals in it. Any treatments that I do at Brow Bar do not have any chemicals when it comes to microblading or lip tint or creating a beauty mark. Beauty mark is the mole that you can create on any part of your body, on your face, on your neck, wherever. So we only use organic pigments. 1 second, I'm going to scroll through. Thank you, Gulnaj, you're beautiful too. Looking for more questions. So there's another question on eyelash extensions. Do our own eyelashes fall? No. See, when we do eyelash extensions and our natural eyelashes, also any follicle on our body has a 90-day cycle. There are 3 stages of hair, which is antigen, catagen, and tentagen. So three phases. One is the baby hair stage, one is the medium, when your hair hits its longest length, and then the last stage in which it has to fall. So in any case, all the hair on our body have 3 different stages, and the maximum they stay on a follicle is 90 days. When we do eyelash extensions, yes, there have been some cases where your own lashes will fall as well, however they'll grow back. Number 2, so if you don't go to a certified eyelash extension artist, you can face this problem where that artist can permanently damage your how do I hide my comments so I can see myself too? Anyhow, so anyways, going back to the eyelash extension question. So what it does is, if the eyelash extension artist puts a very heavy or synthetic eyelash on your natural eyelash. See, if you look at it this way, every natural eyelash can carry a certain amount of weight. And if the person is not certified, they will not know what this weight means and what should be the diameter of the eyelash that you are about to put on your client. So if you use a very heavy synthetic eyelash extension on your own eyelashes, yes, it can permanently damage your eyelashes, and your eyelash hair will not come back. So this is why then some people get addicted to eyelash extensions, because they lose all of the eyelashes, not all but like most of it, and then just to retain or maintain that look of a heavier eyelash line, they have to now get their eyelash extensions done. So you have to be very careful when you're selecting an artist. And I can even help you guys to give you more information. What I've noticed here, I've been practicing in Pakistan for like 1.5 years now, but what I have noticed is that most of the people, 90% of the people, do not have the information regarding the treatment or the procedure that they are coming in for. So they do not ask me any questions, or the right questions. Number one, it is your right to ask any artist, any eyelash extension artist, microblading artist, lip technician, anybody who is working on your face. You have the right to ask them for their certification. If they're not certified, it will not yield the results that you want, and they won't be able to guide you properly. So you need to know what questions to ask. So number one, always check where they are certified from. If they are certified, most likely their certificates will be on the wall, or you can just ask them. They should not take it as an offense that somebody is asking me for a degree. Why? Even when we go for a job interview, people ask you for your degree. So if somebody is coming and trusting you enough with your face and to do all of these procedures, so why not? You should be asking them for their certificates. Number two, ask them, if you're going for microblading or lip tints, ask them which pigments, which company are they going to use, where is it manufactured, and then Google it, do your research. Because see, it's at the end of the day, it's your face, and you are going to live with that result for the next two years. So you need to make sure that you have done your research, and then you are asking the right questions. So number one, certificates. Number two, color pigments. And then the biggest deal breaker is their social media pages. Social media pages should be able to convince a client enough to come to their studio, or my studio, or anybody's studio, and just check the pattern of their pictures. If the pattern of their picture looks not in line, for example, where sometimes they're wearing black gloves, sometimes it's just a close-up, there's no before photo, there's no after photo. If it's somebody's work, they will definitely put up before photo and an after photo. And there are a couple of other things that you can gauge from these social media feed, that if it's in sync with the rest of the feed or not, or if it's something which is filtered, or which seems to be edited, then there is a red flag there. So you should make sure that you do your research, ask for certificates, ask for color pigments, ask for their experience, go through their social media. If there are any reviews on their social media, that's a plus point. Or if there aren't, just check their feed properly. So if you guys have any more questions, please let me know, or even any concerns about lash lift or eyelash extensions. I've covered some part of it. That usually the only question people ask me is, will my eyelashes fall? So I have very much covered that. And having said that, please also when you go to an eyelash extensions expert, just ask them what is the quality of their eyelash extensions. And yes, one more thing which reminds me, it's very important that everybody has different shape of eyes. So we cannot do the same set on everyone's eyes. Somebody they have almond shape, some people have hooded eyes, some people have like elongated eyes, or some people have like droopy eyes. So a lash artist should know that how can I accentuate this feature of hers, and how will I really open up her eyes. So don't always tell your lash extension artist that I want a cat eye, or for example, that's the only word I've heard here. Nobody knows about a squirrel set, nobody knows about doll eyes, nobody knows about a natural set. nobody knows how to do sets for older people. So there are different sets for different shapes of eyes, and even age appropriate. So just ask them what they think about their eye shape, and what are they going to do after, what would be the result like, basically. So just ask them for it, because everybody cannot have a cat eye. Like my eye shape is almond, and it will suit me, because we can really lift the outer corner of my eye and make them appear a little bigger. So these are some of the things that you need to know. So if you have any questions, I'll just wait for one more minute, and then I'm off, and I'll try to come online or do these live question and answers as much as I can. Given that, you know, it's Ramadan, I get off from work at 6 o'clock, so I do have quite some time on my hands to come and talk to my followers and break any myths. And there are some new services and some courses. Yes, a lot of people have been asking us about courses. We're going to give a lash lift and tint course very soon, and you can, you know, try it on your friends and family and start taking clients. It's a one-day course that we are going to do, and the ratio of students will be 1 to 5, and we want to give enough attention to each and every student in our class, and we'll do live demonstrations on models where even our students will be able to work on live models and learn the art of eyelash lift and tint. And you can make an income from home, why not? Who wouldn't want an extra cash over the weekend? And it's quite a good procedure. It takes about 30 minutes, and results are guaranteed. From lash lift result, you can expect the eyes to be permed and curled for up to 6 to 8 weeks. So I'll just go through quickly again, see if there are any more questions, if I've missed anything. So guys, last 10-15 seconds. Tell me about my, okay, I have gotten these, okay. So anyhow guys, so I'll see you soon, and you guys can DM me, you can send me a WhatsApp, or you guys can just call on our salon number. All the information is in our bio. Unfortunately, Fasiniazi, I cannot add you to our live session, so thank you very much for showing interest, guys. And if you have any further questions, you can DM me. And for our next live session, hopefully I will try to come on Saturdays around this time. And if you have any further concerns, you can ask me on Saturday night. Thank you and take care.